Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name's Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel, and welcome back to a new whip and chat video. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like I haven't filmed in forever, but realistically it's been like 4 days, but I've been out of town all weekend and I am really excited to catch up with you guys and chat about my vacation and just talk about life, diamond painting stuff, you know the drill. But if you are new here, in these videos, I basically work on my current work in progress, which today is going to be Borealis. This is by Diamond Art Club and Dragons and Beasties. It's so precious. I really love this. And yeah, I'm just going to be working on my whip and chatting, and yeah, feel free to pull out whatever you're working on. Feel free to work alongside me while I'm chatting, or you can just treat this as a podcast. I have done that for sure a lot with whip and chats. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoy this video and let's get right on into it. Alrighty, so as for my accessories, look what came in the mail last week. I'm also terrible because I knew I wanted to show this in my vlog that I uploaded today, actually. It was late because of the trip I was on, but I got in the mail my new Firefly Inferno Nano Drills and Chills 2025 tray. Let me show you guys the lid. I never keep the lid on while I'm diamond painting. I don't know, do you guys keep it on? I find with the Firefly trays specifically that the walls are really high, and so I never really worry about drills spilling out the end, or not the end, but like, you know, if I'm shaking it, it doesn't spill. If I'm pouring it, it doesn't spill. I noticed that with this. But anyways, very, very pretty tray. So I'm using this for my tray. As per usual, I am using my Donna Bass pen. In the multi-placer, I'm actually going to refill it with this Craftspirations putty from the Ivy Dolomore event, and it's in the scent Cotton Candy. I'm gonna refill it because I'm sure the putty is still fine. I haven't diamond painted since Wednesday night and it's Sunday, so that's what I'm gonna be sticking in the multi-placer. This is the Thin Metal 8 placer from Diamond Art Club. Glue dots in my single placer. So I'm gonna start right away by just taking out the putty before I dig into the section. But anyways, hello guys, how is everybody doing? It is Sunday, September 21st. It is 6:30 in the evening. Whew, you guys, it was a long weekend. Sorry, you guys can't even see anything I'm doing. I'm taking the putty out with my tweezers. I was just doing it as if I wasn't filming it. I got back from my trip to St. Louis today, and of course, this video, I will be chatting all about my trip. I didn't really touch on it in my vlog, but I wanted to obviously talk about it in the whip and chat. But if you are curious in seeing some footage, I do have some footage in my vlog that I uploaded yesterday when I'm uploading this video, so it's yesterday. So I'll have it linked down below if you're interested in checking it out. But can we talk about just how beautiful this putty is? I love it, and it smells so good. I really like Craftspirations putty, and I find very specifically with round drills, it works really well, and it smells so good. That smells really good. If you're a fan of Cotton Candy, you'd really like it. When I fill my pen, I literally just like stab and pull. I know some people will like take some off of like the end and like roll it up in their fingers and put it in the pen. I don't do that. I kind of just stab, and eventually like the putty is gonna kind of become not pretty in the sense of like being a nice square anymore, but that's okay. That's fine. It probably would be a lot cleaner to like pull out the putty straight from like the brick or whatever, but it's fine. I never really know how much I'm gonna need with this. Maybe this will be enough. Actually, I'm not convinced it's gonna be enough. I'm gonna grab a little bit more from here and add a tiny bit more. This is when I grab from the actual pad of putty specifically. But anyways, so you guys, oh man, I hope everyone's had a really great weekend. Okay, so like I said, it's Sunday today. I drove back from St. Louis today. Let's talk about my weekend, shall we? It was a very long weekend. But if you guys do not know, I traveled with my parents and met up with my brother and sister-in-law in St. Louis, Missouri, and we went there to actually go see some Milwaukee Brewer games, which, spoiler alert, was very, very fun, but there was definitely a flop evening and a more fun evening. We'll get there, but okay, let me put this away, and I'm going to show you guys the cover minder I'm using too, because the cover minder I'm using is really cute. That took me way too long to refill this putty. The cover minder I'm using today is this really pretty one here. I actually got this. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I purchased from my friend Katie. She's in the Crafters Den Discord. She doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but I purchased something from her, and she sent this in the package, and it's really, really pretty, and it goes perfectly with this diamond painting. I was like, this is the cover minder I need to use. So let me go ahead, cut my section. This is not my normal size section. This is a slightly smaller than a 10 by 10 centimeter section. Listen. Okay, let me just, I'm going on a tangent here. Typically I will do a size section that's a 10 by 10 centimeter section. And I measure it by literally using these release papers, and I'll put it down. And so if you guys can see, if I had done this as a 10 by 10 centimeter section, I would just have this little bit left, and I don't like that. But I equally don't like having a huge section this size. I just don't like it. So I cut it in half, roughly in half. And that's the reason why I don't have a perfect 10 by 10 centimeter section, but nobody asked. I just decided to tell you anyways. Okay, let me get this pulled back. If you guys can tell, I'm very delusional. I'm very tired, but I definitely wanted to film this whip and chat. Honestly, I very much miss you guys. It was a very long but fun weekend, and I'm excited to chat about it once I finally get my life in order here. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Got the cover minder down. What do I want to start with? Why did I clap? At least that was a quiet clap. Oh my goodness gracious. I am all over the place already. Okay, what do I want to start with? There's no black in this section, so that's fine. I'm gonna start with the letter, no, I'm gonna start with the square symbol. Where's the square symbol? Have I even used the square symbol on this canvas yet? I don't think I have. That's new. Oh, I love when I like unlock new symbols on the canvas. Are you guys like that too, where you're like, I don't think I've ever used this symbol, but you're like a decent way through the canvas? That's my favorite thing ever. Where's the stupid symbol? It's right here. We're good. We found it. Anyways, hello. Okay, let's talk about St. Louis. So I went to St. Louis with my parents and my brother and my sister-in-law, and we went to go see Milwaukee Brewer games. That's the whole reason why we were in town. So Thursday is the day that we left for St. Louis, and it was a pretty early start for me and my parents. My brother and sister-in-law met us there actually on Friday, so we got there a day earlier. I really don't know the whole reason behind why we went a little bit earlier, but I'm not mad about it. I had a 4-day weekend from work, so spoiler alert, the Sunday Scaries are hitting extra hard today. It's also going to be my first full week back to work in like 4 weeks, and I'm like, oh god. Like, it really truly kind of a jump scare going back into a full week of work after not having a full week of work for like 4 weeks, which I'm grateful that that's how that landed, but like next week's gonna be rough. Stay tuned for the vlog. But anyways, so my parents and I got a pretty early start to the trip because we needed to drop Zeus off at daycare for I'm trying to find a good position for this, for the, there we go, that's better, for the weekend. So my parents and I dropped off Zeus, and then we were on the road by like, I don't know, I think my parents picked me up from my apartment at like 8 in the morning, so we were on the road by like 8:30. Let's see, so from where I live to get to St. Louis, it's about a 5.5 to 6 hour drive, but honestly, like with all the stops we made, it was closer to like 7 hours, maybe even a little bit longer, which is totally fine. We were not in any sort of rush, so let's see. It was a pretty chill drive. We stopped at this really cute diner on Thursday, like on the way there. We stopped at a really cute diner for lunch, and I ended up getting a chicken Caesar wrap, which was delicious. And I don't know, something about like the small town, you're just finding this like random diner on the side of the road. That sounds so dramatic. It's just so like good, and it's always like such nice people working, and it was just very delicious. And I honestly don't remember the name of the place, and honestly I don't know what city we were in. We were somewhere in Illinois though. I mean, honestly, most of the drive from Wisconsin to St. Louis is Illinois. I mean, there's a good part of Wisconsin, but listen, maybe I should have looked at a map. I didn't realize that St. Louis and Illinois are like fully bordering each other. Like St. Louis, Missouri is the border of, like, right on the border of Illinois. I did not know that going in. Again, if I'd looked at a map, I would have known. But your girl did not look at a map. She didn't know. But yeah, we went to this really good diner in Illinois. We got to the hotel around 3 and checked in, and then, can you guys guess where the very first place we went to was? Oh man, leave your comments, leave your guesses in the comments. We went to the casino. There was a casino, was that even the letter L? I'm not, oh yeah, I think it was. I think so. I'm absolutely way too tired. The first thing we did was went to the casino, which honestly was very, very fun. I definitely did not win, but that's okay. Yeah, honestly, like, we didn't do much in terms of like planning for things to do outside of like going to the games. So we knew that there was a casino within like walking distance, and it was really close to our hotel. So the casino that we ended up going to, spoiler alert a few times, it's the Horseshoe St. Louis, which I didn't realize. And again, maybe this is dumb, but like, I didn't realize that there were horseshoes across the United States. Horseshoe, what I associate it with, is in Las Vegas, because that's what it used to be for Bally's. Like, it used to be Bally's and now it's Horseshoe. It's a Caesars resort, and I did not realize that it was anywhere else except Las Vegas. So it was kind of a fun surprise, because I very much enjoy Bally's, or I guess now Horseshoe. But like, honestly, I couldn't tell you if it's like really similar to the one in Vegas. I'm sure it is, but I haven't been to Vegas in over a year, so I honestly don't know. But that was a ton of fun, getting to go to the casino and just, you know, messing around, playing the slots and losing, but like, you know, that's what you risk with going to the casino. And then we were there for a couple hours, and then we afterward decided to go look for dinner places, and we were, you know, looking on Google Maps and like seeing what was around, and we would find a place that I swear on Google Maps would like say is open, but when we got there, like, they were closed, and we were walking around at like 6:30. So I feel like it really wasn't that late that we were walking around, but apparently a lot of places in downtown St. Louis, especially on a Thursday, end up closing like really early in the night, which is fine. But because it ended up taking us to this place that I would recommend seriously for anyone going to downtown St. Louis, it's called Sauce on the Side, okay? And it's so good. It's basically a calzone restaurant. You like go to the front and you order whatever calzone you want. I ended up getting, what was the name of it? I did not take a picture of the menu, but I should have, because the name of it was really, really funny. It like was a play on words because it had like mac and cheese. So it was called like Cockadoodle Noodle. I think that was the name of it. Cockadoodle Noodle. Watch it be totally not that, but I'm pretty sure that was the name of it. It basically was a calzone, okay? Filled with mac and cheese, bacon, what else was in it? Green onions, maybe? Other kinds of cheeses. I didn't really write down what else was in it. Did I say bacon? I think I did. And then of course I got sauce on the side, which by the way didn't click with me right away, right? I was like, oh, the sauce is on the side, how cool. And then I remembered where we were at. Sauce on the side. So, I got buffalo sauce on the side with it, and it was so good. That was so good. I took pictures of it. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Actually, let me see if I can pull up the picture for you guys, because why would I leave you in the dark after I'm telling you about this delicious meal that I can't seem to explain any better than I just did? So why not show you guys a picture, because it was good. Oh man, looking at it again, I'm hungry. No, I'm really not. I just ate dinner. But like, this is what the calzone looked like. So if you're diamond painting and you feel the need that you want to get hungry in a minute, it's not even really focusing, but it was so good. It was so good. The buffalo sauce on the side, the calzone, amazing. So yeah, seriously, if you find yourself in downtown St. Louis, I recommend that restaurant for sure. But yeah, we ate dinner and then we walked back to the hotel because by that point it was like 8 o'clock, and then we ended up going to bed so early. I can't tell you the last time I actually went to bed, like tried to go to sleep at 9 p.m. I did that Thursday night. I was very tired. It was fine, but my parents wanted to go to bed, and I shared a room with my parents, and because my brother and sister-in-law were, you know, sharing a room obviously, and then I'm the loner single child, so I bunked with my parents, but I roomed with them, and so they went to bed at like 9. They actually went to bed a little bit earlier than 9. I really could not get myself to like try going to sleep any earlier than 9 because that just felt ridiculous. But I read for a little bit, which was incredible, and then I went to sleep. So I got a lot of sleep Thursday night, which I can't really say for the other nights, but I definitely went to bed pretty early and woke up early. But I got a lot of sleep. But anyways, that was Thursday. That was a long story for Thursday. Friday, ended up waking up pretty early because again, went to bed way too early, but that's okay. And we ended up just eating breakfast at the hotel, which honestly, it wasn't very good. I did not like the eggs at all. I don't understand hotel eggs. I never think they're good, but like, I don't know. I keep holding out hope that like eventually they'll be decent, but they never are. But I did make this waffle, and they had toppings for the waffles. So like you were able to make a waffle and then put like, you know, toppings on it. So I put on mine chocolate chips, which ended up melting, which was so good. Also, I'm placing these drills so bad. I should have done a square. I'm too tired for this. Chocolate chips. And then I put butter on it, which the butter was unnecessary. I do recognize the butter was very unnecessary, but it was good. I put butter on it, and then I put syrup on it. So that part was good. The eggs, though, were not that good, but I got a waffle. And then guess where we went after that? Any guesses? We had gone back to the casino a second time. To be honest, we kind of thought that would be the last time because then my brother and sister-in-law were going to come in, but that, spoiler alert, was not the last time. But we went to the casino, ended up losing again. It is what it is. And then we decided, once we had enough of losing, we decided to go a little bit outside of downtown, and there was a really cute bookstore. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, like Left Bank Books or something like that. And it was really, really cute on the inside. We stopped over there, and we also decided to have lunch in that area as well. So we actually had to like take the car and like go to this area because it was not downtown. I really don't know honestly exactly how to describe where this area was. It was like 15 minutes off of, you know, downtown, but it was really nice. And so we went to this Mexican restaurant for lunch, and oh my God, again, it was so good. I don't know what's up with the food in St. Louis, but like all of the meals I had were very top tier. I very much enjoyed it. I don't remember what this restaurant was called. It might have been something like Seasoned Tacos or something. Again, also could be making things up, but that sounds familiar. I ended up getting a burrito that had, let's see, grilled chicken, guac on the top, and then, you know, lime cilantro rice in it, cheese, I don't remember what else. Oh, something like garlic, spicy aioli? Maybe it wasn't garlic. Garlic sounds like it would be weird. Maybe not. But ended up getting that, which was delicious. And I got a side of the Mexican street corn off the cob. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't think I've ever had Mexican street corn up until that point, but it was so good. So that was a ton of fun, and yeah, it was really delicious. So another place I recommend, assuming that is the name of it, I recommend that. Again, I don't really know where it was, but it was by Left Bank Books. So if you just look up, if you live in the area, look up Left Bank Books. It's right across the street. It's the place there. So yeah, but then we ended up going to the bookstore, and that was really cute. I wanted to buy something, but didn't really find too much that I wanted, so I didn't end up buying anything, but that was a really fun time. I love checking out like local indie bookstores. I don't know, I just always find that really fun. Here we go. I was trying to find my color I needed. But yeah, we did that on Friday. And then we ended up coming back to the hotel and just relaxing a little bit because my brother and sister-in-law were almost there by that point. And then they ended up getting in, I think around like 3-ish or 3:30. Then we met them in the lobby and we went and started waltzing down to the stadium because, again, we were there for Milwaukee Brewer games. And we ended up having dinner at this really cool, like, restaurant bar area. Oh, man, again, I'm bad with names of things. I really don't remember, like, what this place was called. But it was basically this really large area where they had, like, a bunch of tables. Like, it was, like, basically a restaurant, but, like, huge bars, and then, like a bunch of tables, right? With a bunch of, like, TVs, like a sports bar. It was a really big sports bar, basically. So we went in there. And we were able to find a booth, which, like, crazy, because I feel like if we had gone any later, it would have been absolutely packed in there, but it wasn't. Honestly, no, that's not true. It was packed, but, like, we were able to find a spot. But when we went Saturday, like, to walk through it, it was even more packed. So, I don't know. If that's a place you plan to go, just, it's, like, probably gonna be packed. But anyways, we ended up getting a table, and we got dinner and drinks, and I ended up getting a Caesar salad, because I love Caesar salad. And we also ended up getting, well, I got a drink. I got some sort of, like, cranberry and grapefruit vodka delicious mixed drink kind of deal. It was good. It was really good, to be honest. I don't drink that often, so whenever I do, it's definitely a treat, but that was really good. We chilled there for a while, and then we went to the stadium, and we were able to watch the game. And okay, if you guys are sports fans, maybe this is information you already know, but the Milwaukee Brewers right now are doing, like, amazingly. They are the best team right now in the MLB. They are just doing insanely good this season. They're just a really good team to watch. But the game on Friday was arguably their biggest flop imaginable. The game on Friday was just like, I don't know. It was a good, fun game, but I don't know exactly what happened because, like, they lost really badly. Like, the score was 7-1. I guess 1-7 if I'm saying. Well, do you say the winning team first? I think you do. It was 7-1, Cardinals won. It was rough for the Brewers. That was, yeah, I don't really know what happened there. But regardless, the game itself was very, very fun, and I very much enjoyed going, but that was the first of 2 Brewer games we went to. But then, after the game, went back to the hotel, went to bed. It was late. That was like a 7:15 game, I think. So the game ended around like 10:15, I want to say. So definitely a later game. And then I think we were staying like a good half mile away from our hotel. Or the stadium was about a half mile away from our hotel. So we ended up walking back and clocking in for the night because I was tired. The rest of us were tired. So that was Friday. Definitely a jam-packed Friday. I feel like, honestly, this entire weekend was pretty jam-packed. I don't know how I'm functioning right now by diamond painting, but honestly, doing this is very, like, cathartic and fun, and I'm sure by the time I'm done with actually filming the whip and chat, I might hit a wall, but for now, I am, like, mostly doing fine. But anyways, so that was Friday. Definitely a busy day. Saturday was another busy day. So another early day. Ate breakfast at the hotel, and we knew it was going to be an early day because the one thing that I wanted to do while we were there was check out the arch, the St. Louis Arch. Where is the letter X in my system? I'm decent enough with the system, but apparently not good enough. Oh, it's right here. Okay. I wanted to check out the St. Louis Arch because I had never been. Everyone else in my family has gone before, and but both my brother and sister-in-law decided to go with me, and it was really, really, really awesome to see. It was a very cool experience. I would not recommend that you go if you are afraid of heights or claustrophobia, because basically you go in this little, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I think almost like a little spaceship shuttle area. That sounds stupid. I don't like that. My dad described it as like the back of like his old truck he had, like those kind of seats, like really baby seats. And, you can fit up to 5 people in them, but it was just me and my brother and my sister-in-law in that little cart thing that was taking us up to the top of the arch. And that even was like kind of very tight. I couldn't imagine being seated with 5 people. I mean, honestly, if it was people I knew, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. But if like one of those people were a stranger, I'd be like, oh, I don't really love this. But it was just the 3 of us. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend if you're claustrophobic in any capacity. But we ended up, yeah, so the ride up is like a 4-minute ride. You go basically like vertical and then horizontal. Yeah, it has to be up and then over. And then you get off the little like car thing and you are able to look out. And I took some footage and put it in my vlog yesterday, so definitely check it out if you want to see like more of what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was really, really, really cool. I mean, you had such a good view of, well, on one side you had a view of Illinois, because again, you're right on the border. And then on the other side, you had a really good view of Busch Stadium, which, I mean, that was really cool, and I got some really cool pictures. But that was really, really, really neat, and I am glad I did that. And I recommend totally, if you're in St. Louis, definitely go up in the Arch. That was a ton of fun. You have like maybe 5 minutes to kind of look around, which honestly I think is more than enough time. They claim that the tour itself takes like 45 minutes to an hour, but honestly I really didn't think that to be the case. I think it was more like half an hour, but I'm wondering if like later on in the day, if there's more of a possibility that it would take longer, basically like waiting. I don't know. But it took like maybe 25, half an hour from start to finish. So not too bad at all. And it was really, really cool. And I very much glad I did it. So we did do the Arch, and we are already approaching half an hour. I need to restart my camera. I'll be back. So yeah, the Arch was a ton of fun. And actually, even regardless, if you are, you know, afraid of heights and don't want to actually go up in the Arch, they do have a museum that's, I believe, free and open to the public. I mean, we didn't have to pay for the actual museum. And it's a really cool museum. So I'd recommend checking that out for sure. That was really cool. We did that, and then we were walking to lunch, and guess what time it was? Saturday Diamond Art Club release time. And honestly, this was really perfect timing because I had to use the bathroom, and we were walking right past our hotel with Wi-Fi that was working. It was just really good timing. So I told my parents, I'm like, hey, could we like stop at the hotel so I can use the bathroom, and also so I can buy these diamond paintings with reliable Wi-Fi. It really truly was just good timing. I would not have made them stop if we weren't like right there at like 10:55. I was like, this is stupid good timing. Might as well just like hop in the hotel, make sure I get the paintings I want, because, and I'll talk about it later, really good releases this weekend that did sell out, and I'm very glad I got. So I did get my paintings, spoiler alert, yay. But I did that, and then we ended up going to lunch at this delicious, again, delicious, they're all good, delicious barbecue restaurant. I think it was called Sugar Fire something. Sugar Fire Barbecue? Is that really? I don't know. Again, I'm bad with names, my bad. It was really, really good. I got a fried green tomato sandwich, which sounds disgusting when I say that out loud, or maybe it doesn't to you. But I'm not a huge barbecue person, but the fried green tomato sandwich sounded delicious. So I got it, and it was indeed delicious. It was really, really good. It was like, white bread, I think it was white bread, with like the fried green tomato, coleslaw, some mustard, cheddar cheese. It was really, really good. So we went there for lunch, and then the plan was that my brother and sister-in-law were going to go to a park, and then my parents and I were gonna stay and relax because we were just tired. We had done a lot of walking up until that point, and we knew we had to walk to the stadium later that evening. So we kind of went our separate ways, but turns out none of us did what we had planned, and my brother and sister-in-law ended up napping, and then, which honestly was a good thing, because at 2 o'clock, it started downpouring, which honestly, the timing of that could not have been better, because I was afraid that it would rain on this trip, which in and of itself is not a problem, but with baseball games, that could have been a problem. Could have been like a rain cancellation or rain delay, which luckily none of that happened during our trip. But they ended up staying in and napping, and me and my parents decided to, for the third, and I promise final time, go to the casino. This time around, I won. I mean, overall still lost though, but regardless, I won that time. I was setting up this really fun machine, okay? It had fish. It was fish, and the way that slot machines work is that, like, or some of them, I guess, the ones I like to play, they pop is the best way I can describe it. Like, if you're playing Little Shop of Horrors, like, you feed Audrey 2 enough, and eventually it'll, like, explode, and you'll get to, like, play a bunch of free games, basically. That's what I mean by it popped. And so I was playing this fish game where you feed the fish, and eventually there's 3 different fish that can pop. They will pop. And so I was playing this game. And I kid you guys not, it kept popping. It just kept going and going and popping. Every time I think there's not a chance this could pop again, it did. And so that was really, really, really fun. So I sat there for a good like 45 minutes while it just kept popping, and I won a good amount of money on that machine, but again, I still lost overall. But regardless, it was like one of those things that, like, that is what you're hoping for when you're playing slots. That is what you're hoping for. So that was a really good time, and we did that. So we were at the casino yesterday for like a couple of hours maybe. And then, let's see. We ended up going back to the hotel, meeting up with my brother and sister-in-law, and realizing none of us stuck to our original plan, which is fine. It just cracks me up that none of us did. And then we went back to Busch Stadium for the game. And this game, so much better. I mean, no, I say that very dramatically. Like, obviously the game itself was, like, totally fun and fine. It was more of that first night of, like, losing terribly. No, this game was very fun and was actually tied for a lot of the game, and the Brewers ended up winning in extra innings, which was very, very, very fun. And that's the Brew Crew I know and love, and it was just, that was a ton of fun. That really, truly, that game last night was so much fun. Overall, I'm really glad we went to St. Louis to go to the Brewer games. I love traveling out of state for Brewer games specifically. I just think that's a really fun thing to do. And I love baseball, so that was a ton of fun. So we did that, and then we came back to the hotel. My brother and I stopped at the like liquor store and bought some seltzers. I'm gonna be honest, the selection of seltzers sucked. But I ended up getting, what did we end up getting? Grapefruit. Are they High Noons? They might have been High Noons. Are those even seltzers? I don't know, but it was grapefruit flavored. And we ended up having a couple drinks and playing games with my parents, which was a really fun time. We ended up playing Codenames, which Codenames is really fun. You're basically set up in teams of 2. So like you're paired off, and I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this game. You set out like, is it 20 or 25 different words that are like in rows, and one of the players on each of the pairs is the person that has to put words like, I'm really trying to think of the best way to describe this, you guys, I promise. Like, okay, you, this is really bad. This is a terrible explanation. This is where if I edited my whipping shots, it would get edited out, but no, you guys are getting it all. The goal of the game is to create, like, you're supposed to give your partner, so you guys are laughing at me, or annoyed with me, you're supposed to give your partner, like, a clue of what words possibly belong to your team by, like, saying one word and how many of like, the words you have kind of fall under that same word umbrella. That was an awful explanation. My goodness. I just know people that know that game are like, Michaela, that's awful. What the heck? But you're basically, like, trying to guess which words are yours in your teams based on, like, clues, I guess. I don't know. That was a really bad way to describe it. I recommend looking it up. I recommend looking it up. But that was really fun. We played that, and then we played Wavelength, which I'm not even gonna try to explain Wavelength, mostly because I, like, barely remember it at this point, because we played it for, like, maybe 10 minutes last night, and I was tired. But we played those games, and then we ended up going to bed because we realized it was, like, almost midnight, and we all needed to get up. Oh, I missed a couple drills. We all needed to get up very early today, and that brings us to today, which is Sunday. Yeah, we ended up getting up really early. Not really early. I'm being very dramatic. It was like 7, but it felt early, and we basically ate breakfast and headed out on the road. We basically tried to just, I mean, we didn't really try to make it a straight shot. I mean, we stopped for, like, meals. We ended up going to Dairy Queen for lunch, which was really good. We did stop at this gas station grocery store chain thing. It's called Wally's. It's very, very, very similar to a Buc-ee's. I've never been to Buc-ee's, but my brother was saying that it's very similar to Buc-ee's, and I mean, it was fine. I probably didn't necessarily need to stop there, but that's fine. But there. And on the drive home, actually, well, on the drive there, I started it and, well, no, I did not start it on the way there. I continued it on the way there, finished it on the way back. The Coworker by Frida McFadden ended up finishing that book on the ride home, which is so amazing. I ended up giving the book 4 out of 5 stars. I really love Frida McFadden books. I feel like she's very hit or miss for me, and most of her books are hits. But not all of them are, like, 5-star hits. I don't know. I have a very specific feeling I associate with 5-star books. And that book just didn't really give me the 5-star feeling, but it did. It was really, really good. So I do recommend it. And yeah, I'm really glad I was able to listen to that. So yeah, and then, came home. Finished off the vlog, got that edited up, showered, ate dinner, and I guess here I am. I kind of stopped taking notes after that, so when it comes to, like, weekend stuff, but plans for the rest of the evening, obviously filming this whip and chat, but aside from that, I don't really have any plans this evening. Honestly, once I get this video up, I am just gonna diamond paint and relax and chill tonight because Sunday scaries are hitting, you guys. They're definitely hitting, and I am so ready. I'm already ready for next weekend, but that's okay. Oh man, but very, very fun weekend in St. Louis, so very glad I got to go. That was a ton of fun. Okay, by the way, you guys, by the way, this announcement popped up, I swear, just out of the blue, but, like, if I were at home, I would have been more chronically online. I would have probably noticed it way earlier. But apparently, there's a Life of a Showgirl movie coming out. Okay, if you guys do not know, Taylor Swift is coming out with a new album on October 3rd, which is coming up in a couple weeks, The Life of a Showgirl. And apparently, there is a whole hour-and-a-half long movie that is releasing in theaters just October 3rd through October 5th. And I think, like, it's gonna be the world premiere of the Fate of Ophelia music video. I assume, like, never before seen stuff behind the scenes, and, like, oh my gosh, it hasn't even computed with me that that's even a thing, again, because I've been so busy all weekend, but, like, I'm so excited. My plan, I think, honestly, is gonna be to go see it Friday, October 3rd, probably once I'm done working for the day. Honestly, the issue is that I know people are gonna go see the film and then talk about it on TikTok. That's just kind of what you get when you go on TikTok. You should expect some level of spoiler. I would love for like it to be spoiler free, but honestly, I feel like that's very not realistic, and I would rather see it early enough that I can then go on TikTok freely and see what other people are thinking about the movie. So I think I'm gonna try to get tickets for October 3rd is what I'm thinking, because I work half day Fridays, so I feel like that would be really fun to do after work that day. But honestly, I haven't even given any thought to that album in terms of like when I'm gonna listen to it, because like the album comes out on October 3rd, but it's always like the midnight Eastern release, so it's like technically the 3rd Eastern time, but it's like 11 p.m. Central, which is like the time I need to go to bed to get 8 hours of sleep. And I don't plan on taking off for work the next day because I've been taking a lot of time off, and I'd rather save the PTO for like different time if I can swing that. So I don't know. I have no real thoughts on that. I'm just pretending it's not happening for now because, like, I don't know, can't think about that, but I'm excited about the album, but I just don't know. But I'm just really excited about that movie. I was very surprised to see it. I feel like I glossed over it. Like, I was kind of just scrolling Facebook when I was gone, and I kind of glossed over it, but then I realized, like, I kept seeing more posts about it, and I'm like, oh, wait, this is like a whole movie. So I'm excited. I think that'll be really fun now that I'm, like, actually paying more attention. I think that'll be really fun. So yeah, otherwise more life stuff, plans for this week. Did I already talk about this? I don't know if I did. I don't think I have any plans this week, aside from just getting a bunch of like filming stuff done, because again, I have had no time this weekend to get any filming done. So otherwise, I don't really have any plans this week. I don't think it's an office week for me, so chill at home, which will be good. Always look forward to that. But let's see. I want to do the letter A. Where's the letter A? I don't know if you guys are like this too, but in general with my paintings, I like to do all of like the normal drills first, and then I will do like fairy dust. So like in this case, I'll do the normal drills, then I'll do the fairy dust colors, then I'll do the ABs, and then last I'll place the quad cubes. The 98 you guys see right here, that's a quad cube, which is one of these diamonds that are literally like take up the space of 4 drills. They're really, really, really pretty. They're my first time working with these drills. It's incredible. Where's letter A? Oh no, I gotta look on my, I honestly use this side schematic all of the time because I put my drills in DMC order in my container system. If I don't know, well, except for my mystery kit, but if I don't know where a drill is, I can easily just look at the side here and figure it out that way. But anyways, so that's kind of all the life stuff I have. That was a lot, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But anyways, as for diamond painting stuff, not a ton on this front, I'll be honest, but I do have a few things I want to talk about. Number one is that I just want to say this. I really appreciate you guys and your kindness with, and patience with the vlog this week. Again, this really doesn't happen that often. I don't go on vacation that often, but, it is really awesome that you guys are always so chill with the vlog going up a little bit later from time to time. And I was checking the stats just before on how the video is doing, like views wise, and it seems it's doing pretty normal views wise, which is the goal, especially when it's going up so late. And I know a lot of the releases had already happened, especially like the Barbie ones, and then obviously the weekend releases had already gone through too. So I just appreciate you guys, you know, being understanding and still watching the vlog after it, you know, being kind of late. But honestly, I hope the little bit of St. Louis footage I got made up for it. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys. So, but don't worry, that's not the norm. The vlog this Friday will be up on Friday. You know what I mean? The vlog this week will be up on Friday. So yeah, I guess as for diamond paintings this weekend that I purchased, like I said earlier, no vacation ever stopped me from buying my diamond paintings. Oh man, I am very dramatic, I know. But no, I ended up getting the ones I wanted, which was solid. So I ended up buying the Margaret Morales, of course, love Tessie, gorgeous. The Ivy Dolomore Aquamarine Fairy, excuse me, she's so cute. I love her so much, honestly. I'm really glad I was able to snag her. She and the Margaret Morales sold out pretty quickly. The Margaret Morales sold out faster than the Ivy, I'm pretty sure, but neither of them lasted too long. I hope everyone that wanted them got them, but if you did not get them and you are hoping to get it, definitely put on restock notifications. Fingers crossed that they're both gonna get restocked, and yeah, just really, really beautiful releases this weekend. And then I ended up getting the Moana painting as well. You know, you guys, I love Moana. It is one of my favorite Disney movies, and I was thrilled to see that that got released over the week, and even more thrilled that it didn't sell out right away because I had the chance to grab it on Saturday. So I'm very thrilled about that. But I really like the painting, and it's just fun to have those like different movie scenes, again, especially from movies that you know and love, and Moana's one of them for me. So just a ton of fun there. So that is what I bought over the weekend. Yeah, again, I hope everyone got what they wanted. I know the Margaret Morales sold out, the Ivy Dolomore sold out. What didn't sell out? I thought the Richard Lorenz might sell out, but it didn't. So, I mean, it might now by the time this video goes live, but also maybe not. But the Drew Coleman one sold out as well. Doesn't really surprise me. Those always sell out. So, yeah, very fun, very good release weekend. Always a fun time. Okay, you guys. I need to talk about this because starting tomorrow, I'm going to be starting the 100-day diamond painting challenge. I'm going to explain what it is in the best terms I can, but what I'm going to go ahead and do also is link down below. My friend Nicole over at Shire Shenanigans started this challenge, and so I'm going to leave her channel and video linked down below if you're curious. She goes into a way better kind of explanation about the whole challenge idea. But basically there is, and I'm also going to leave this down below. I'm going to leave the Crafters Den Discord link down below. It's a very welcoming community, open for anybody, and we would love to have you there. But the 100-day diamond painting challenge, at least how I am going to do it, basically for 100 days, you can kind of pick a challenge and see if you're able to achieve it for 100 days. And my challenge is going to be to diamond paint a section every day. Listen, I do that most of the time anyways, but I did want to do this challenge since I saw Nicole post about it, but I knew I was going to be in St. Louis and I didn't bring a diamond painting with me. I thought about it, and maybe I would have had a tiny bit of time to do some diamond painting, but honestly, it's more of a pain than it is not to bring a diamond painting, so I didn't. I need a color. I don't know what color to do. Oh, I know. So I didn't bring any, but I knew I wanted to do this challenge once I got back. And might I just say that if you start today, the day I'm uploading this video, Monday, September 22nd, okay? If you start today, 100 days from today is December 31st. Listen, I'm not telling you what to do. However, this is genuinely such a good time to start, and that was very unintentional of me. But I'm not my camera dying on me mid-sentence. Oh no, I don't really know what I was saying, if I'm being honest, or where exactly I left off. I know I was talking about the 100-day challenge. Man, my battery pack, you guys, I have been swapping back and forth in my Canon camera. The battery that came with the camera, and also this other battery that came with it, but it's never given me a problem up until like a week ago. It started giving me this like notification whenever I put the battery in my camera saying like, hey, is this like a Canon associated battery? And I'm like, no. And they're like, well, we can't be, you know, held liable if anything happens to the camera while this battery's in. And I'm like, okay. And then I click it. But then what happens is I can't see my battery percentage on my camera. So I don't know if it's on the verge of dying or if it's like still fine battery wise. So I was like, well, we're gonna play, you know, basically roulette today and see what happens. And it turns out that it died in the middle of filming. So that's okay. I swapped out the battery and we're good. But anyways, I think I was just mentioning that I've been wanting to do this 100-day challenge since Nicole brought it up, but I knew I was going to be in St. Louis, so I am waiting until tomorrow. And I'm thinking about doing, like, making a whole tracker in my logbook to motivate myself to, like, do a section so I can, like, color in the spot. My goal, it really truly is just going to be to see how many of the 100 days I'm able to do. And I think I mentioned this before, that my plan is to do a section a day. Whether that be like my normal 10 by 10 centimeter section, or even like this half section would totally count. But I do want to like complete a section, or like a mini dazzle kind of a thing. That counts, but I'm really excited, and I challenge everyone that wants to join it as well. The reason I brought up the Crafters Den Discord is because there's a whole channel dedicated to it, and if you're curious about like my progress or anybody else's progress, I definitely recommend joining the Discord to check out all the progress. So I'll leave it linked down below. I'll leave Nicole's video and channel link down below. She's a sweetheart, and if you're not already subscribed to her, what are you doing? You need to go do that now. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do one more color, and then I'll just chat about kind of video plans for this week to wrap up here. But video plans for this week, honestly, I haven't given a ton of thought to it. I have like a rough idea written down in my calendar, but honestly, it's subject to change. But like plan-wise right this second, well, obviously the whip and chat today. Tomorrow, I'm thinking about uploading an unboxing. I have a diamond painting that was so kindly sent to me from the owner of the Diamond Art Gallery, and it's such a cute painting. And I got it actually Thursday in the mail right when I left for my vacation, so I'm thinking that could be a really fun unboxing to do Tuesday. I also received a bunch, actually, like 4 new mystery color by number books in the mail, like a bunch of them released maybe a week ago, and I got all those in the mail. Like that could be a really fun maybe bonus video this week, maybe. I know I've also been wanting to do like a drills and chill stash video. I don't know if that's gonna be this week, maybe, but I've also thought about doing like another ranking video for like ranking all my paintings from a certain artist video. I don't know. Plans are a little up in the air this week, but like it should be a pretty full video week if I had to guess. And then the vlog up on Friday. Yay, on time this week. And yeah, just super fun videos this week. So that's the last of that color, and I think I'm gonna let you guys go. This was a nice and long whip and chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun today filming this and just chatting with you guys about my weekend. I've really missed you guys, and yeah, anyways, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, what kind of emoji should you leave? Is there like a space emoji? Leave me some sort of like spacey kind of emoji, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you're not already subscribed, you totally should. It's free to do, and I appreciate that. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys!